Yoma Daf Yud Aleph. How's everybody doing? Today's email comes from Steve Stern. Steve just had his first baby boy, and the baby was in the NICU. And as you can imagine, it's very difficult to learn Torah when the baby's in the NICU. And he says what people don't realize is that through the shir, the clarity and the geschmack, he was able to sit down every single day and learn the daf. And his wife was very impressed. She couldn't believe that after such a hard day, he was able to sit and learn Torah. Steve, you should have a tremendous amount of nachas, and the baby should have a complete rafua shlema bekarev. Yoma Daf Yud Aleph, the Gemara tells us that the pasuk says by mezuzah bisharecha, and that is you have to have a mezuzah in every doorway, a doorway of a chotzer, if it's in the city, in a country, anywhere you chayev b'mezuzah. That's a chiyuv from you to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, in Mechaiza, which was a city which was mostly Jews, and there was a doorway, and on top of the doorway there's a house, and it's possible that the door was there to strengthen the house. Nevertheless, there's a chiyuv mezuzah, but because of the sakana, the inherent sakana from the goyim, they didn't put a mezuzah up. When you have a private house, a private mezuzah, you check it twice every 7 years. If it's a community mezuzah, twice every 70 years. And there's a person in Tzipporah that went to check the mezuzah, the local mezuzah, and he received a fine of 1,000 zuz. That's considered a sakana. What about shluchim mitzvah and nizaikim? If you do a mitzvah, you shouldn't have any damage from it. The Gemara tells us where it's common, it's going to happen. We don't say shluchim mitzvah and nizaikim like Shmuel told HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I can't go anoint David HaMelech since there's an inherent danger from Shaul. What should I tell Shaul? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, trick him, say that you came to be makar b'karban. You see that even though HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded Shmuel directly, nevertheless, we don't say shluchim mitzvah in nizaikim. If you have a place that you store wheat, you have animals, a barn, and people bathe themselves in the barn, there's water there, so they use it for bathing. According to everybody, that's considered a b'zayim for the mezuzah, you put it for mezuzah. And the chiddush is, although we already said this sort of halacha when it comes to bisa merchatz, but this is an individual merchatz, and there's not that much zuama, filth. Nevertheless, you putter from a mezuzah. Well, another halacha. The same applies to a restroom, a tannery. These are all bizyanis, a place that you're toivel, putter. What if you use it to put on makeup? According to Rav Kahana, you're chayvim mezuzah. According to Rav Yehuda, it's machlokes tanoi. If it's stam, it's not a place for makeup or not. According to Rav Kahana, it's machlokes. According to Rav Yehuda, according to everybody, putter. And the Gemara asks the question. The Brisa says mefurish shita that you're chayiv. If you have like a houseway, a gateway, an echsadra, a portico, a merpeses, a porch that has a door, potter from mezuzah because it's not miyuchad l'dira. Harabayis, the l'shachais, the azarais, they're all potter. Why? Because it's kodesh, and it says bayis, it has to be chol. If you have a gate that doesn't have a top, or the gate doesn't have 10 tfachim, potter from mezuzah. Shar needs 4 tfachim width, 10 tfachim high. What if it has an archway? So if it's 10 tfachim tall, but on the side post you don't have 10 tfachim, according to everybody, you're potter. If there's 3 tfachim and it's not 10 tfachim high, potter. If it doesn't have 4 tfachim at the top, according to everybody, you're potter. Now the question is, the machlokes is, what if the side post has 10 tfachim and it's 10 tfachim tall, and on top where it arches you don't have 4 tfachim? According to Rameh, we say the concept of chaykikim, you carve it out halachically, and according to Chachamim, no. Now the fact is that it says in the pasuk of beisecha, and beisecha is a lashon zachar. It would seem like women are potter from mezuzah. Beisecha is singular, so perhaps partners don't have to put up a mezuzah. A shul also. But since the Torah says leman yirbu yimechem, you put up a mezuzah and it gives you longevity. Women, partners need longevity, so therefore they're all chayiv. So what does the word of beisecha come to teach us? That as you go into the house, you usually use your right foot. So put the mezuzah up on the right side. What about negat tzaras? It says in the pasuk asher loy habayis, and we learn that all houses, in fact, are roy for negat tzaras. So why does the Torah say loy? It doesn't come to exclude women, shutfim, like we said by mezuzah. The Gemara tells us an amazing thing. Loy says that when people come to borrow different tools and things that people have, and you deny them that, you say you don't have it, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, let me show you. He gives the person negat tzaras in his house, and that person is forced to take out all his tools outside, and everybody will see that he lied. According to Chachamim say that a shul is potter from mezuzah, and also doesn't have the concept of tzaras, negaim, as long as there's no beis dira there's no housing for the shamish of the shul. Have a wonderful day.